babe. I'm going live now.
Yeah, I guess.
Hello. Hi, Kirsten at Uncover the News. Hi, Linda B. Helena Harrison. Yes, that is really interesting. In the, what is it, the something of Gods of New Jersey or something like that. Federal judge, hey? Darker. What is its future? Probably appointed by Trump, federal judge. Ruled it unlawful. So I'll have a look at Darker. Hi, Sheila, Inquisitive Tarot. How are you? Really nice to see you. Sheila, would you like to join me this morning? I have a I hurt my neck yesterday, so a little bit of a buddy up would be good. Happy birthday, Sheila. Hi, Beverly Spencer. Sheila Inquisitive, do you want to join me this morning? Let me know. Or last night there, or are you well into some champagne for your birthday? Let you switch it back your outfit. Okay, well, what I'll do is while you're doing that, I will, hi Em, send you an invite. Hi, Catherine Cousy. I've just sent an invite to Sheila Inquisitive Tarot to join me. And, oh, yeah. So, or techie. Yeah, I am a bit techie. I've had to be because, you know, I work with computers a lot in my other profession, I suppose you'd call it. Saw a very interesting story. Mike Lindell and Steve Bannon are urging their followers to watch MSNBC over Fox. They get better coverage every day, better time, way better than Fox. They're blowing off us off and hate you in the audience, but they're still doing real coverage, Bannon said. They don't hate people in the audience. Hi, Cindy Aubrey. Okay, why would a man try to teach an alligator a lesson by throwing it on a roof? Floridian, yeah, Florida man, yeah. Okay, I did send you the link, Sheila, so check your email. Hi, Michelle Peterson. Sheila from Inquisitive Tarot is going to join me today, and yeah, give me a hand. I hurt my neck a bit yesterday, so he's heard me cooking. Well, that's interesting about the darker thing. Yeah, I'm going to have a look at that. COVID cases, it's different COVID cases. Yeah, they did a short lockdown, but still there's, yeah, the alarm went off. We read a comment somewhere that somebody said it would, somebody would make a fortune if they could invent a smoke alarm that went off when you yelled at it, "I'm only cooking." How many people have thought have been cooking their breakfast and yep. Strike south of Panama. Interesting. Norforce training to operate across Australia. It's about bloody time across northern Australia. The northern part of our country has so thousands of kilometres of really harsh terrain and everything, and they really need we need more people up there. Yes, Case. They're going to keep going. They're going to keep the Olympics going. Hi, Debbie Fitzsimmons. Hi, Freebird Spirit. I'm waiting for Sheila and Inquisitive Tarot to come on. Any questions? Because I've got the darker one. I've got to look at over this Lindell and Bannon with MSNBC over Fox. Texas Dems, will they be arrested? Hi, Running Sloth Ann H. Moneypox turns up in Texas. I have no idea what moneypox is. Yeah. I better make sure I actually hit send on that email.
Yeah.
I did. Yeah. Hi, Flora Nabe. How are you? Oh. Hi, Laura Carlson. I'm being joined by the birthday girl, Sheila Inquisitive Tarot. It's her birthday apparently on last night, Saturday over there. So happy birthday to Sheila. Oh, you're sad. Oh, what's wrong, Flora? Your honey's okay, isn't he? Yeah. Oh, I am so sorry, sweetheart. Oh, all my thoughts. Flora's honey, the cat that she adopted, rescued quite a long time ago, had quite a hard life. He wasn't that old. He was only 8 years old, passed away yesterday. Oh, I'm so sorry, sweetheart. I know it would absolutely gut me if that happened to Cameo or Whitby. Lots of thoughts and prayers and kisses to you. You're ready? Well, click on the link. Hi, Bonnie Russell. I've sent you the email. Yeah, lots of love to Flora. You want me to send the link again? Yeah, hi, Bonnie. Linda B, hi. Good news that you sent me yesterday. Everyone who can get a vaccine, I think, should, but you can't impose what your choice would be on others. you can only hope that they come to the conclusion that it is the best thing to do, given the circumstances. Not everyone can get a vaccine for whatever reason. So, she's gonna. Oh, here she is.
Hello. Sorry, my video was delayed.
That's all right. Happy birthday. Oh, I'm going to have to move.
Thank you.
Or is the thing, hang on. Let's see. We'll go this way.
I had to put my birthday presents back on, so.
Oh, this is better. Otherwise, we end up getting cut off, sort of.
That's okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Turn the volume up. I can hear you.
Out there, Linda. Things, Linda B.
Yes.
Things will work out.
I have my water because I'm thirsty.
Yeah, I hurt my neck yesterday, so it's quite a bit sore.
You
And I thought, get some backup in.
What happened?
Honestly, it was just one of those things where I was lying on the lounge and I moved to get something, and you know when you hear a sort of noise? Yeah, and it was muscles all going into spasm and all that. And it wasn't too bad yesterday while I was still lying down, and I sat up off the lounge because I stretched out on the lounge, and I sat up and I went to James, oh, I think I did a bit more damage than I thought. Nothing can be done, really.
Yeah.
He said, you don't want to go to the doctor. I said, no, all they do is give me anti-inflammatories and I can just get them from the
Right. So good to see you.
Thank you. You too. So I hope everything's going well over there. And
yeah, you know, just things like, you know, I had birthday lunch with my mom and my stepfather today, and yeah, I had some seafood and you know, took care of some things around the house and went out for a little bit, but now I'm back.
Well, happy birthday.
Thank you.
I thought we'd have a look at that federal judge's ruling. Where's this guy? Oh, he's Texas. A Texas judge.
Okay.
Texas judge is ruling that DACA is unconstitutional. Gee, I wonder if we could have appointed that man. So how will it?
I thought that they had agreed that was okay. So now they're saying it's not. Boy, I'm behind.
Always trying, you know, people in some of these states are always trying to challenge it.
CNN.
We'll have a look at that. Also, Mike Lindell and Steve Bannon were on Steve Bannon's show, and they said, go and watch MSNBC. Watch Chris Hayes or Rachel Maddow because you get better coverage.
Okay.
And he's quite, and what Steve Bannon said, they're blowing us off and they hate you in the audience, but they're still doing real coverage. So, you know, you won't like what they'll say, but it's real. And they said, watch that over Fox. Now, that's an interesting turn of events, honestly. Apply ice packs. I might do that later. Yeah, so I thought I'd look at that. And it just sounds funny. I think possibly that maybe Tucker blew them both off or something like that. I don't know.
Okay. So what are we asking about that? Like, how do you want to?
Why? Why the sudden shift of saying that, no, it's real coverage over there? They're telling their supporters don't trust Fox.
Well, yeah.
He said, but you will get real coverage. He said, they hate you and they blow us off, but you will get real coverage. So he's telling, and I wonder why.
Oh, I just want to say thank you to everybody in the chat for the happy birthday wishes. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Freebird Spirit. So,
yeah. Okay. Hi, Freebird Spirit. How are you? Yeah, I've got my news feed here.
All right, let me see what I can get here. So why are they saying that Fox News is not to be trusted?
Yes, that's interesting. So let's start with that one, and then we'll have a look at darker.
Okay.
And then we'll move on from there. We'll take some questions maybe.
Okay. Yeah, I have to figure out, like, we don't have to, we could do your format. This is your show.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Representative Shifts, because you do personal readings, don't you? So
I can read on. I can read on anything. I don't care.
No, I mean when you're doing your show. Yeah,
that's different. That's my show. This is your show. Let's continue.
Look, if one of you guys, if you guys would like me to join Sheila on her show to do some personal readings, I'm happy to do that.
You are always welcome on my show.
Yeah, normally I don't, because it's, you know.
Don't worry about it. We're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you pop in yesterday on my spooks thing? On my spook video, I did
I didn't.
I just thought I'm going to go and do a live, and it was all haunted places. That's all I did was places. It was a lot of fun.
I have to go back and look at that. I'm supposed to ghost bust a bar that I go to this week. I'm actually, and they've told me for a long time that it's haunted. I used to know the boyfriend of the owner, and he unfortunately passed away. In a way, it wasn't really good. I don't want to say it, but it was like, I know he's there, but he's guardian, but they're trying to tell me there's something else going on in there. And I went down there. I was with people, but I was like, I'm not getting this. So I have to go in without anyone there. I've got all my stones ready. I got my selenite and my tourmaline, and I got to get but I need to be alone down there to see.
Yeah.
So I just want to calm it down. They're all like,
what place?
It's an old tavern kind of place, but it's been there for a long time. It's had different names, but it's kind of like, I've been in there before and weird stuff, but there's nothing bad there. But I
did all remote things. I bought the place on my map on my other screen and did it all by remote and stuff. And told people go to your map on your phone or on your computer and see if you can find it with me, so you can see what I'm seeing. Yeah, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
The bartenders are scared and they're trying to tell me that something nefarious happened in the back way. But I'm like, well, if they did this, it doesn't mean that there's a dead person. So I'm kind of like, I'm not getting this. So I don't know. I'll let you know what happens.
Someone asked me yesterday to do the Knickerbocker Hotel, and I said, well, that's really well known. But I said I'd do it tomorrow night because I've scheduled Monday Mysteries for tomorrow night. So, yeah. So anyway, why are Steve Bannon and Mike Lindell saying you get coverage at MSNBC, and it's real coverage?
Wait a minute. Okay. I pulled on the wrong thing then. So
what did you pull on?
Are they saying, okay, wait. So Mike Lindell and
Steve Bannon
are saying
watch MSNBC coverage.
Okay,
because real coverage. They blow us off, and they hate you, the audience, but it's real coverage.
Okay, that's kind of cool. Maybe I ought to use this one.
Why?
Okay, no, I'll use this one. All right, got it. We'll do it. I got it.
Oh,
this should be fun.
They were knocked back by Fox. I think they may have pitched something to Fox and got knocked back. Because Ten of Swords, they are feeling really pissed off and betrayed.
Yes. All right. Let's see what I got here. All right. All right. I'm not gonna read reversals on this one because they're all like being reversed on me. Well, I got the 5 of Wands here, so there's definitely some conflict in these beliefs that they have about how Fox News is the right news, because this is not in agreement over here. So there's issues. They know that with the 3 of Cups, they know that the information is coming from MSNBC is correct. They know that what's going on at Fox is not.
Yep.
So So here with the two swords, we have
Mm.
somebody is at a crossroads. They need to align themselves with somebody else, MSNBC, and they want everyone to be vigilant because you're listening to the wrong stuff over there, and you're going to get burdened with the wrong stuff again. And I'm just going to pull off the top of the deck and see what we have on the top of the deck.
Yeah.
We have my hair. All right, we have the 8 of Swords. So it's like we need to get out of the place we're in. We're constantly listening to the wrong garbage.
Yep.
Fox News.
Yep.
Lovers. Pick a new
Yep.
friend. Find a new friend. And let's stop dreaming about things that aren't going to happen. Yeah. Get your purpose straightened out. So that's what I got.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's really interesting. Sort of what I got, but a bit different. First, Tiger. That's okay. Just email me. I had a Tiger, and hi Rondell. So yeah.
It's more water over here. I'm thirsty.
Like that. Joji, hello. I think I said hi to Freebird. If I haven't said your name, it's just because I haven't seen it, and also because with another person on, I'd like to try and concentrate. I might not catch everyone's name. Well, like I said,
I might have to get up and get some more water shortly because I just had some lemon drop candies and it's like tart. So now I'm really thirsty. So, all right, go ahead.
Like I said, today I think they put a pitch to Fox and Fox knocked them back.
Okay.
So they're like getting together and they're trying to decide who they can approach. And I think you're right. It is a little bit of a I honestly don't think it's got anything to do with the morality of worrying about people not getting fair coverage. They'll go where they think they get the most coverage.
Right.
And they both decided, especially Bannon, I think Lindell is just a limpet hanger-on to a stronger personality. Lindell is the Lindsey Graham of the bad media circus. You know how Lindsey Graham attaches himself to a stronger personality.
He's
so I think Bannon has decided that if he's going to have any sort of a decent future in broadcasting and do more than just this off Broadway type of broadcasting he's doing at the moment, he's going to have to start making some other friends. So it's definitely about bringing this, on the fringe broadcasting to an end and moving into more mainstream. He's looking at MSNBC because they're a vast organisation, lots of resources, and he's hoping to basically move on and get back into the more mainstream. Not that he ever was really that. Maybe more as in the lines of a Michael Cohen or a Omarosa. People get in, Trump, what he's been doing, that sort of stuff. Mm-hmm. Hoping to get towards that. But, will it work? No, not really. Not going to work.
Which one is that? Which card?
It's the devil. So it's not going to work. So, yeah, the 6 of cards is him hoping to move forward away from, but it's not really going to work. It's not just any association with Trump. He was associated with bad juju, all of his own. And hi, Mimi Rose. Hi, Melinda Ducha. And, yeah.
Well, at the bottom of my deck, I got the 10 of Swords.
Oh.
So, I mean, come on. It's about time they figured this out. Stop telling people to listen to the wrong stuff. It's not true.
Honestly, anyone telling people you'll get real coverage, basically. And why are they implying? And what else is it? It's more than that. It's more than just that being knocked back. I'm just wondering, and I'll do a quick reading on that, is have Bannon especially had a parting of the ways with Trump?
Ooh, I like that. I want to read on that. Okay, because Bannon had a parting of the ways. You would think so.
And that he's like, right, I helped make you, buddy. I can help take you down. By saying, it's real coverage. He's saying it's not lies. None of it is lies. He did lose, all that sort of stuff. So has he had a parting of the ways with Trump? Had Bannon had a parting of the ways with Trump?
Yeah. Good. Let's see.
Accidentally put some reversals in, but never mind. I'll just put them right side up when I get them.
You can free.
They had words. They had words. Fiery words too. I mean, this is like Page of Wands is definitely sulking. And like looking back, like saying, I'll get you. I'll get you. You just wait.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Mine are kind of. What's going on here?
He told Trump, I help make you, buddy, and I can help take you down. He told him, I made you, I can take you down. I help make you, I can help take you down.
Okay.
The King of Wands. Yeah.
Death. Oh, okay. Mine's now making some sense. I like those clarifications. All right.
And this is, watch out. This Chariot is just about to get out of control. I think he knows a lot, and I think he was probably one of the key components to her. I think he knows a bit about Russia helping Trump win.
Oh, yeah, Russia. They're in here.
Yeah.
Right here.
Oh, yeah. And engage the lawyers. Knight of Pentacles. Engage the lawyers. Lawyers at 10 paces.
Yes.
On the bottom. Look what was on the bottom. I shuffled this deck.
Mm-hmm.
I shuffled it, and look what was on the bottom. Trump. This is Trump repeating mistakes. Hi, Edna May.
What is that for everybody in the chat? Because those are hard to. They're different.
Yeah.
Which one was that?
Hey.
I have that deck too, but I don't remember which one that was.
Steampunk.
No, but the card that you showed just now.
The bottom one. That was the devil.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The devil. Oh, that's right. Okay. Well, that's interesting because my reading is very similar. Are you still going with yours? You still go ahead and finish yours.
I finished it.
Okay. All right. Just making sure. All right. Well, all right. So the question is if Bannon and Trump are out. Okay. So we still have this little messenger here with the little fish, the Page of Cups. So they were still chit-chatting for a while. It seemed like with the Six of Cups, there's a lot of reminiscing about the past. And, we really had it really great up there in the White House. I do have my Russia card as well with the Empress. So there's that going on. And, they were all super happy over there in the White House with the 10 of Pentacles and keep wanting to hold on to it with the 4. So I also get in the present right now. I've got the 9 of Pentacles. He still thinks he's sitting in Happy Land, but Bannon's over here in Devil Zone. See, right there. Look what I got. Yeah. And we've got still looking at what we had built. Oh, they thought they had it all down. Everything's going great, but there's some vigilance in there, and this is not. Things aren't. Got to watch out. Don't know who your enemies are. I've got the Death and I got the Sun, so I say they've fallen out.
Yeah,
right there. It's just I think that there's a falling out.
Yep, definitely.
Yes.
I agree. I think it's definitely.
Yes, there are no cards, or they are.
Yeah. Okay, darker. Let's have a look at darker. Let's move on to something way more important
Okay.
than Steve Bannon. Let's have a look at darker.
Okay, Doc.
Will this Texas judges ruling stand?
We're back. Sorry. Okay. Well, the Texas judges ruling. All right. I'll see these cards.
Hi, Human Generic. Oh, football's on this afternoon. Beauty. A bit sad because my boys, the St George Illawarra Dragons, got beat on Friday night. Mine first half totally fell away in the second. So, yeah, I know.
Well,
It's a game this afternoon.
it's fun.
Rugby league is what I follow. I tried watching AFL, which is the one that most foreigners might be familiar with. Yeah, I'm looking forward to September the 9th because the NFL starts up again, and I really like occasionally. We get games broadcast every early Monday mornings. We get a game broadcast. I think it might even be 2 games a week.
Wow.
And
I'm a Pittsburgh Steeler fan, so go Steelers! Steeler Nation!
The Steelers, where are they from?
Pittsburgh. I'm from Pittsburgh originally, so yes.
One of my favorite authors, she sets all her books in Kansas City, and she often talks about the Kansas City Chiefs and the Royals.
Yeah.
So I'm not watching baseball even. So the Kansas City Chiefs, I go for them. And when I hardly ever watch any baseball, but keep an eye out for the
I like baseball.
Royals as well. Hi, Tara, I love community.
Hi, Renee. All right.
Yeah, Renee, Crazy Cat Lady Farley.
I'll have to go back and look at that video too that you just told me about too. I will go back and watch that, your haunted video.
Oh, my haunted video. It was just off the cuff. I was like, James, I'm going to do a live. And I didn't even really know what I was going to read on.
That's all right.
Well, I didn't want to do political because, I
need a break.
I had Monday night setting time for Monday Mysteries. I just said, just haunted places. And I hope everyone had fun.
Oh, that'd be great. I'll have to watch that one back. Oh, Mimi Rose, we weren't allowed to say yuns in my family. My mom was like, "You're never saying that word in this house." You're
What's
not
that?
saying. They have a dialect in Pittsburgh, and people say that Y-I-N-Z that she has there. They pronounced it yuns where I lived, and I was like, that's not a word. My mom said it wasn't a word, yuns. It's like for you guys or you all, or it's another way of saying that. But my mom said, that's not happening here. Nobody says it in this house, and you don't say it when you're not in the house. So, nobody did. My mom's 80 on the 30th, so her birthday's next.
I don't know that Australians really have a word for you, or maybe you lot, but that's more British.
That might be.
Use all, I suppose. I don't know.
Could be. Let's see.
I don't know.
In Philadelphia, they say use. I think use guys. I think it's use. I had a boyfriend in college from Philadelphia. Or is that New York? Use. Yeah, use guys. Oh, I remember Myron Cope. Myron Cope said, don't ever talk badly about the Steelers in the newspaper, on TV, or whatever. He was just like, you never do it because it gets in their head. Always be positive. And he was right. And they were winning. So thank you, Myron Cope. I
Your
do
son
remember him.
Major League Baseball Network.
Bad mouth them.
Wow,
Ooh.
that's really great, Linda B.
It was?
Okay, now this is a real stab in the back. This is a real betrayal of Darker.
Look.
Yeah. Yep. I've got the Four of Wands for celebration. So people, some people are celebrating and feel like they've had a big win, but it's in the challenge section. Challenges don't celebrate too early. They might be jumping up and down and all that, but this is in the challenge position. I'm just doing a simple 5 card here with possibly a 6 for ultimate thing. And in the challenge position is a celebration, Don't celebrate too early.
Right.
Advice here is hang on and do not let go. Okay? Hang on and do not let go. Keep fighting. Yes, it's been a bit of a dash to security for Darker recipients at the moment, but hang in there. Don't let it go. Don't give up. Okay, at the base of this, there will be movement. Why don't they let go? The reason not to let go is that there's going to be movement away from this decision. This is going to get challenged. Movement away from this decision. Movement with regard to this decision. Momentum, but to me it's away. The outcome, that's a good outcome. New energy, new outcome. So I'll do another card here. Will it, and look at this on the bottom, the prosecutor is going to get challenged. Will it be overturned? Will that decision be overturned federally?
Yeah.
Okay, we've got the 5 of Swords for justice. Okay, the thing I got was the judge in making this decision, there was something abusive about the decision. So I think it's going to be reviewed very, very carefully. So yes, and yeah, it's going to be overturned. And the last card I got here is justice.
Right.
So yeah. What do you get?
Okay. Yeah, I did get, mine's very kind of similar here. All right. I've got that they're not happy with the fact that the government is saying, hey, yeah, look, we're going to give you a path to citizenship for DACA. They're not liking it. There's definitely the battle here going on. They're, trying to fight against it. But, this law is supposed to be settled pretty much. So, they're wanting to fight. I do have the 10 of Swords, so it feels like it's a major loss right now, but I don't think it's going to go that way. And with the 4 of Cups, I don't know. I really believe that the Supreme Court has said this is still going to happen. So whatever. So this stuff they're trying to pull is not going to stick. So I've also got the Dominion over here with the 2 of Cups. I mean, the 2 of, I hate when I do this. The 2 of Wands. I know what I'm looking at, but my mouth doesn't.
Yeah.
It's that thing. I'm 55 today. I'm old. All right. So it's like, so here is this. So they're like, there's other things out there, but I have another 2. So this whole idea about it not working and, this thing's not going to stick, what's going on in Texas. So, they're trying to hold on to something. I get the fact that somehow they're going to have to walk away from this idea. It's just not going to happen. This is that self-confidence. And on the bottom of my deck is the Knight of Pentacles, and it doesn't move very fast. So it's probably going to get stalled. So, and then followed by this guy, which is a warning. So I don't know. That's what I've got. So yes. And somebody asked if I am a reader. Yes, I am. So there's my name right there. Just added it. Feel free to like and subscribe.
I do a read on John Lewis. Yes, I can do a read on John Lewis. I'm happy to do that.
Oh yeah, I love John Lewis. Yeah. You switch decks though. God,
Well, you are.
look at the energy.
You're older than me. You're older than me and hubby. You're a month and a half older than hubby, and you're 4.5 months older than me. So
What?
I'm 55.
Lady.
I'm 55 on New Year's Eve. James is 55 in about 6 weeks or so.
Well, I do have my cane over there in the corner from when I fell down the stairs a couple years ago. I can pull it out. No, just kidding.
Yeah, I need a Zimmer frame, I think. Yeah.
You have to.
My knees. I'm a Capricorn. Every Capricorn I've ever met has always had trouble with their knees. Now, Joji asked if we can do a reading on John Lewis. So,
What do we want to read?
hi, Tara S. I think I said hello to Crazy Cat Lady Farley, but if I didn't, hello, Tiger,
Lady.
Carlson. Okay. God, there's so much different compassion for this. John Lewis. It's 1 year today. It's the 1 year anniversary of his passing. So you share birthday with
I know.
a significant date. They're very, very
And a lot of plane crashes. Everyone's plane crashes on my birthday. Flight 800. John F. Kennedy Jr. in 1999. It's like, what is with my birthday? I was like waiting today. I'm like, I hope a plane's not going to crash. We don't need any more. I'm not trying to be light. It's like, why does this stuff happen on my day? Should be a good day, not a. So, but today was good, except for all the storms we had around here.
These are significant people.
Yeah.
And
John Lewis was a doll. He had
I think it's more about the day itself and the energy around the day than you.
I was joking. It is the day. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Anyway, John,
those things happen. So
John Lewis, I'd really like to do a reading on him. Like I said, I'm not a medium, so I'm just going to have to see what the cards say.
Okay.
I use the cards. I don't.
What are we going to ask about him now?
Well, how he feels about the fight for voting rights again.
Okay.
For these laws, I guess.
Okay.
And what I suppose, yeah, and we'll go on from there.
Okay.
My human's very out in the cold. He knows what it's about. It's about voter suppression. It's like, yeah, very clear. Very clear. It's a repeat of history. Knight of Cups. You know how the Knight of Cups often to me is the false knight, things that, okay, these dates are promising and things in that they cannot uphold and that will be dismantled.
No, wait, hold on a minute. Debbie K. Flight 800 was not a U.S. Navy accident. It was a problem with the airplane. Let's not be putting that kind of stuff out. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Let's not spread information like that.
It was speculated at one time, but
it's not happening.
It was something deep within the fuel tanks. There was an exposed.
Yeah, it was something else. It wasn't that. Yeah.
And that's not me reading into it. That's me remembering the aircraft investigation on it.
Right. So I know. I had to say something. I can't let
that. Speculation that it was could have been an accident. And even if that was the case, it would have been just an accident, but it wasn't. It was something to do with exposed wire within the fuel tanks.
Yeah, it was not. We do not blow up our own airplanes, thanks. But no.
Okay, so these guys, what they're offering, what they're trying to put on the table, it's not going to last. It has no staying power. And it is giving false hope to people. And that, oh, their side's going to win, but then they realize that, hang on, I live in some of these areas. I'm a Republican and I live in some of these areas that are being affected, so my vote is being suppressed. I've always felt a grassroots thing, support. This is what the cards are telling me, what John Lewis is thinking. It's all talk, all show, no talk. There's no support. It is going to be, there's going to be an abundance. That this is the American people and voting. It's going to lead to losses. The Republicans are really going to regret in these states putting in these laws, because it's actually going to lead to them losing.
Yes.
Have I read that correct? Have I read that correctly? Look at this, a tower moment. It's going to lead to some tower moment. It is a tower moment in American democracy, or an era of, it's a time of people are trying to undermine voting and everything and the democracy, and it's a real tower moment. Will America prevail? The processes will prevail. Everything is there to set things right. So it might take a while, but it's not. Yeah.
Okay.
People have to stop donating to this party. The donors. Talk to the donors. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I've got some of those money cards in here too. I've got the 4 of Swords in here, which is, the 4s are a pause, even though right now they're trying to do all this stuff, but everyone knows that this is not the right thing to do. The Knight of Pentacles is also here, and that's sort of that slow mover. So they're going to be trying to push all this stuff through. There's going to be some loss in this with the 5 of Cups. They're not going to get it in everywhere. There's going to be some problems. Now with the 8, this is the 8 of Wands, and that's information coming in. So, you know, the truth about what they're doing is going to get out. They're trying to juggle this whole thing between the truth and the lies. I do have an Ace of Pentacles, which is always that successful card. I feel like, and this is on the side of things turning around. I feel like with the 2 of Swords, again, there is that alliance, partnership, friendship. And here you mostly see 2 guys together as opposed to the women with the thing. So there's people talking to each other, because this whole story of what they're doing. We are talking about Pentacles down here. There's your money.
I had the 5 of Pentacles too. Yeah.
People out in the cold, people trying to do whatever the heck, you know. But again, with the Star, it's going to be revealed. So I don't know. I can't see.
Yeah.
It's all going to come out when the hangover from Donald Trump, if it ever ends. You know, we got the truth back. You know, it's just.
Yeah, I've just got to go and see. I think James just called me for something. Do you want to carry on? And hi, Catherine, Grand Mia, Marie Sutton, AM. Yep. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Throw a question at Sheila. She can tell me what it is when I get back.
What question? Oh, they christened the John Lewis ship. Oh, yes, they did. That's right, Marie Sutton. They did do that today. That was very good. Yes, he deserves to have a ship. He's a good man. And so, I don't know. You guys have a question? Hi, Joji. The Veil, John Lewis. All right. Well, I just popped in here. I just popped in to say hello and chat. Now I'm here. It's wonderful though, because she's a lot of fun. All right, y'all. Look. Let's talk about something positive. All right, everybody in chat. Let's let all that stuff go for now. I shouldn't have brought it up. So sorry. It's just stuff that happens on my birthday. Something tragic. So luckily so far today it didn't. Thank you, Joji. It's always good to be here. I'm debating about whether or not to read tomorrow. I'm kind of tired. It's still like a long weekend. And then Monday morning I took the day off. I've got to go get software updated in my car so I can use my CarPlay again. So I'm not doing too many things. Next week. Oh yeah, that's right. I've got Amber Ton from Lavender Moon coming on my show, and Jen's World Tarot, I think on Friday. So I'm going to have some guests. I plan to have Footprint Tarot in there too soon. And there's a lot of other people, but it should be fun. So there's a lot of other readers out there. And if you're a reader, I do have a message in my discussions tab for all the readers, because if I haven't asked you, it's nothing personal. I have that note in there, so feel free to go look. All right. Yay, Chrissey.
You haven't
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Yay, she's back. I need more water. I'm going to have to go down and get more water. Now that you've gotten up, I need more water.
I'll get more coffee. No, wonderful. Hubby's here, darlings. What will it take for non-vaxxers to get the vaccine and the children?
You can read on this one because I have a conflict of interest on this one. So I'm going to go get more water. You go ahead. Perfect timing.
I will do any vaccine questions, please.
You can do it. I'm going to go downstairs and get more water. Feel free to read it. I'll be right back.
Catherine, is I might leave that for the vaccine question for on Thursday. Okay. Sheila's job puts her in means reading on those questions can be very sensitive, and so what we might do is, if you don't mind, I'll have a look at that on Thursday. But honestly, it's non-vaxxers. If they're non-vaxxers with COVID, they've been non-vaxxers with a lot of things. So there are some people you'll never be able to change their minds. So do you mind, Catherine Bush, if we leave that for the children going to get sick? Yeah, for Thursday.
I am back.
Hello. I've just said that I'm writing Catherine Bush's question down, and I'll have a look at it. I'll have a look at it on Thursday. Right. Because I'm aware of what it's like. When I was working my contract with the government department here, I did not touch anything federal or state governmenty or anything like those because of the conflict, and I won't put somebody else in that position either. So,
Mimi Rose, you live in Greensburg, Pennsylvania? I'm from Greensburg. Mimi Rose, if you see Lynch Field, that's my family. Just saying. Then I'll leave it there.
Of COVID outbreak nationwide.
University of Pittsburgh and Greensburg.
Well,
I just gave out my whole. Never one knows who I am. Okay, never mind. I'm sorry.
I'm just,
I knew it was going to happen. Someone says Greensburg, and I'm gone. All right, never mind.
the vaccine.
I apologize. I'll come back into the show now. All right. What are we reading on?
Children going to children going to
Yeah. Yes,
okay.
maybe Rose. I'm from Greensburg.
Okay, Catherine, I've written your question down here. I've got Thursday on it, so
Okay.
so that it's written down for Thursday. I hope you don't mind. Like I said, I know what it's like to be in a compromised position, and I don't want to put,
We're watching this.
Okay. Your Mimi Rose is 5 minutes from there.
Yeah. It's not far there either. So. Oh, good old Greensburg.
Okay. Any other questions? It is water bendita. What's water bendita about? Thanks, Em, for putting the entertainment purposes only stuff there. I always put up a disclaimer, and if any of my fellow readers want to do that,
She's asking if I have a channel. I'm going, yes, right
here. Killer Inquisitive Tarot, yeah.
No, it's going to be all a mess now. Everyone in Greensburg, people don't know I do this.
Sheila does have a channel. It is Sheila Inquisitive Tarot. And she does lots of personal readings. And yeah, I try to catch up with at least. Sometimes I'll be like, oh God, I looked at such and such. It's going well, and this and this and this.
I know that.
Water bending.
All right. What shall we do next?
Hey, it was written on a coffee can somewhere that if you're hot, drink something hot. Human generic 9 p.m. and the heat index is 96, so no hot drink for them.
Oh
I can't remember what that was from. It was from a show. I think it was I can't remember. It was from a comedy show or something. Yeah, if it's hot, drink something hot. And yeah, it was on a coffee can or something. Okay, I can go through the Jeff Bezos is set to jet off into the wild on Tuesday, I think. On the 20th, Tuesday or Wednesday. Let's see how that. Let's see if that seems everything's going to go okay. Let's hope that everything goes all right.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to use the thought. It's heavy.
With Karen, if you like someone to tea as well, Karen. It's good. He has the card devised the tea reading cards and everything.
Is he going to have what are we asking? Is he going to have a safe flight, or is he going to? What are we?
Things could get a bit chaotic. So,
what is it we're asking though? We were just sort of talking about him.
If everything's going to be okay. Now we've got the Knight of Swords here, which things could get a bit chaotic. So, but let's hope that support. Oh, we've got the Tower here too. So, both Mel and Melda picked up something not quite going right. I'm picking up something going a bit haywire here. The most important thing is that if things do go haywire, people are still safe. And let's hope that that is the case. I won't read anymore. I put down 3 cards. The chaotic card of the Knight of Swords is support and stuff, and a tower moment. So
Okay.
let's all put
Well,
positive. Yeah, what have you got?
well, mine's a little different. I've got the Knight of Wands. So, if they're going in there, pretty excited about this. This is going to be, lots of fun to go up there. They're going to go up and they're going to see the world, literally.
I
So
love those cards.
I know. Yeah, these are the groovy weight. So again, we've got the Two of Swords over here. So alliance, friendship, they're going to really need to pay attention to everybody, on
It could be significant. It could be significant in
yeah.
this whole endeavor. And
Well,
the Knight of Swords.
Well, with the
Again,
Knight of Swords, we've got that. We kind of have a warning, even though we've got the sun up here. So, but things are,
good.
which is weird because that's a good thing. So this, to me, it's kind of contradictory. Maybe that's why it's a warning. But I get at the end, we've got the Nine of Cups here. So in a sense, I think that he's going to be satisfied with what happens. I did some clarifications on that on this guy.
Yeah.
And I do get the Five of Wands, so there's a little bit of conflict somewhere. Like maybe they're not agreeing on how to do something or whatever with the Four of Cups. So somebody's not quite sure about it. But in the end, I do have the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like it's good luck, opportunity, and chance. So I feel like it's gonna have its share of bumps in the road, but I think in the end, it's gonna work out.
Well, I hope so. Either way, for me with the tower, it's going to be significant. You've got a couple of there's
a little bit of concept in there.
I don't like putting my interpretation on the cards that other people read, but Two of Swords and the last one that you showed indicate it's going to be significant. It's going to be a significant event. So let's hope it's a happy, significant event. A lot of positive energy towards Jeff Bezos. I think elsewhere on a lot of other things, but let's hope everything goes well and send positive energy towards that. Okay.
Well, maybe it's a big change, and they have to do something before they go up to make it safe. So.
Okay. Let's see.
What's your next question?
Viral video captures fish tumbling from planes in Utah. Okay. So if you're in Utah and you've had fish falling out of the sky, you'll know they've just been stowaways, or maybe they're going skydiving. You might have little parachutes going, whee!
Sorry.
So I just got this picture of little fish going, whee! Jumping out of planes with little.
Sorry.
I have my news feed on to catch it.
I have birthday things coming through. Hold on a moment.
Oh, they're restocking the mountain lakes. Oh, okay.
That's a good reason to do it.
I mean, come on. Can it put little parachutes on them so they can land safely? Joji said that's how they restock mountain lakes. But, yeah.
That's funny.
I still like the idea of it's going to play on me now for a long time. Okay. Any questions, guys? Because I'm open to questions. Let's do a refresh on this. Okay, SD Padres versus Washington Nationals in DC just postponed the game because of a shooting outside the park. Is this the Washington? Is this baseball? Let's hope that nobody was killed. Or...
And here is actually a news story on CNN, WA Flight 800, and it does say it's an accident.
Yeah.
All right. With that, I will drop that subject completely.
105 new
I was looking
cases.
at your story. The shooting
What,
outside the park. I haven't heard of that. I live in this area too. Wait a minute. Let me go. Let me look.
Clive
Let me check
Palmer.
my news.
Almighty. Sorry, it's just
Wait a minute.
I have a dude over here called Clyde Palmer. Big, fat. He's pink, not orange, and he's got grey hair. But otherwise, he thinks he's Palmer's anti-vaccine flyers sent to homes in vulnerable communities.
Gunshots were fired.
What a total dickhead.
At third base.
This dude is
what?
Oh, look, he formed his own party, Palmer United Party, which everyone calls PUP. You're right, Rondell, he is vile. Oh, this is the guy who has built a full-scale replica of the Titanic, called it Titanic 2. Okay, so anti-vaccine flyers sent to homes in vulnerable communities. Oh my God.
Yes, there was a shooting outside the third base gate at Nationals.
Yeah. Yeah. He's been sticking his nose in. He brought a case last year. He brought a case against the West Australian government because we instituted hard borders here, saying that it was unconstitutional because it limited free trade, and it was tossed out of court. He is Australia's Trump NW, and thanks for joining us. National Stadiums in Padres game.
Well, DC unfortunately is known for stuff like that. So
yeah, Clive Palmer did. Yeah, quite possibly. He is. Is he going to get into trouble for this? Oh, he might end up in front of a judge. Yeah.
Palmer.
Let's hope. He's going to fudge the issues. Queen of Pentacles. He might end up getting fined. There was a very, very prosperous refinery up near Townsville, and he ran it broke. Ran it down and ran it broke. And that's hard to do with refineries. Almost as hard to do with refineries as it is with casinos. So, 6 of Swords, 4 of Wands, 7 of Swords. Yeah, he's going to find it a bit hard to get away from this one. For some reason, I think there might be something he wrote he had put into the King of Cups. Definitely fudged lies and gaslighting. There's definitely a lie in the pamphlet that he's put out, and he could be getting into trouble for it. Good.
Well, I've definitely got 9 of Wands going on here for cruelty. I'm using the Thoth. And I do get the Tower in here.
The Tower.
The Tower. Yep. So, yeah, unfortunately, some of these other ones, I mean, I'm not going to give you the love card. So let's just not do that. So, I'm just not.
Oh my God.
You know why this happens? You know why this happens? No. Chrissy, do you know why this happens? It happens because I'm not really sure about what's going on in there. But as you were going, these other ones came out. Wait, where is it? I lost my Tower card. So, yeah, this, and then there was this guy, the Knight of Wands. Just someone just blazing and thinking that they can get away with whatever the heck they want to. And the Tower card, and you got cruelty. Yeah.
Oh, I just got, when you put up the love card, I just got the worst picture of him.
No, that's
in flagrante delicto. Oh!
Yeah, no.
If I have to picture it, so does everybody else. So there you go. That just flashed on. It's like, oh.
Well, we're not counting that one because that was going when I was trying to understand what it was I was doing. I'm just kind of pulling on. So to have my energy focused on that, and then I started to focus. And to
Okay,
me,
Sarah.
it's like the second half of the cards went appropriately. So
Oh, we've got a question about Sarah Huckabee Sanders. She's a managing editor for Arkansas governorship dream. Will she be successful? Patricia, well, we just did a reading about DACA a bit earlier. So if you go back, yeah, you'll read that. We had a look at, yeah, so we did a reading on DACA. So if you go back a little bit.
will she be successful?
Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Hi, Ann Rod.
For this one, I can't stand her. I'm sorry. Sarah Huckabee. Just awful news.
And Rudd's got an interesting question too. Will the Republicans that had access to actual ballots in Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Arizona use the info to attack those who didn't vote for Trump? An interesting question too. Yep. Okay, so Sarah Huckabee Sanders first. Let's have a look. Guides at the highest.
I think that's too many people for them to be able to do that too, though, folks. I just think that they don't have that funding to do something like that, and it wouldn't be smart.
The second card that flew out, the first one I put back in the deck, and it was the Eight of Swords. And if it's important, it'll come out again. This is the second one that flew out, so I'm not going to ignore the second one. Standing in defense and setting boundaries. But on the bottom of this is the gaslighting card.
Oh, you got these too.
Yes, Connolly, yeah.
I love that deck.
Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Let's have a look.
I'm already getting all right. This is great.
Her challenge is Queen of Swords. There could be something legal in her future. The base of this, apathetic. She may be raising money. No, 5. It's not the 4 of Cups. It's the 5 of Cups. Loss, regret, and loss at the base of this. In the past, greedy merchant. She's been sucking up the money. But I don't think she's been using it all for campaign purposes. Greedy merchant. So she could end up, this is where the judge could come up there and possibly campaign finance. At her present, there's a change happening for her at the moment, a change in fortune. Next few cards will see whether it's good or bad. No.
Okay.
I'm doing a full cross on her. Immediate future. Ooh. Withdrawal and retirement in the immediate future. What is going on here? That is in her immediate future, in her environment. Details. She ignored warning signs. This is often a precautionary card for me. And it's like this guy's finally looking up after doing all that work and saying, what the heck happened? Have a look. What the heck happened?
Yeah.
I was so busy focused on this that I didn't see anything that was happening. He's got quite a puzzled look on his face.
Yeah.
So it's like, what the heck happened? What do people see? King of Wands. Interesting. They still see Trump's mouthpiece, and that's all she ever was. Someone who lied for Trump. Her hopes and fears. She's hoping to be able to get away with something, the 7 of Swords, and she's fearing she might not. What are the outcomes for Sarah Huckabee Sanders in her race to be governor? 2 of Swords, tipping point, crossroad moment. Page of Swords, disappointment. The Magician, now you see it, now you don't. Manifestation, 8 of Pentacles. I think that it would be a miracle. I think it's saying it would be a miracle if she pulled it off, because she's got disappointment, turning point, disappointment, the magician. Everything that is there, there's everything there and something to do with money. What does this magician mean? I'm going to do a card on the magician, because quite often it's a good card, but it could also be, if it's reversed, the meaning is reversed, it could also be wasted effort and wasted resources. One of the reverse meanings for the magician is wasted effort and wasted resources. Is that what that is? Okay. Yeah, a need for lawyers. It'll have all been a big waste of money for her. She's in trouble. She's done something naughty.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So I'm starting off with the Six of Cups, and she's, thinking about how she had it in the White House, and she was all Miss Power and everything. But it's immediately followed by the Ten of Swords, and as you can see, not looking very good right there. I'm using the Shadowlands, so in case anybody's wondering. And then it's followed by Temperance, and this Temperance is on fire. So this is not exactly calm, cool, and collected Temperance. So I also got the King of Wands, as you did. So again, everything's on fire all of the time in this stuff, and it's like, oh, we have to do this way now, and I'm going to carry on like we did there. I've also got the Five of Swords. So there is loss in there. Whoops, all the cards are falling over right now. What is that about?
Five of Swords.
Five of Swords. And then I get the Knight of Cups over here when I'm clarifying the Five of Swords. I'm like, okay, so somebody's going to be giving her offers and saying, we're going to get you in there, blah, blah, blah. But then we have the Knight of Swords in here, which is that warning. So, and things aren't going to go quite the way she wants. And I get the World, and I get completion. It's over. I don't think she's going to be successful, personally. I think this is all saying, and when I get this early in the reading,
yeah, I love that. Yeah, that card. Hi, Clarence Fields. Hi, how are you?
Hi, Clarence. So,
okay, Compromat Gate. We've got another question as well. Compromat Gate, the recent.
Holy cow, Joji! Whole cow. What?
The Russia that may implicate Trump come straight from Putin. If so, why? We'll have a look at that too. The next question is the Republicans with access to all the ballots. Will they use the info to punish for those who didn't? I tend to agree with no. I tend to agree with Sheila there. I've got no too many rules and regulations that would
people
hem them in. No, I don't think so. Because they can try, but it won't work, because the more they try and go after these people, the more victorious they'll be. What's that? It's a
This is from my from Motel Gift Shop, the 5-cent tarot thing. They have these little
tarot.
Yeah, I guess you can have it tell you yes or no.
You spin it. Let's go.
And this is also from there, but it's making it impossible for me to read with this thing on here tonight. I need to take it up, or at least put it this way, because it's
the compromise.
Okay.
And we've got the compromise question, and then we got a question from Bonnie Russell. So Anne W. will do your compromise. And then Bonnie Russell's got a question. Will the O'Reilly Trump tour happen? Hear that ticket sales are not going well. Okay.
It's like a circus show. These people over here. It's like, O'Reilly and Bannon. And it's just, when is it going to stop?
Okay, the compromise. The recent leak from Russia that may implicate Trump in 2016. Did it come from Putin? And if so, why? So let's have a look. Did it come from
think they've got something on him. I really do.
Yeah. Well, why don't you use your coin for the yes, no for the Putin thing? I'd really like to see what that says. Did it come from Putin? Yes.
Did it come from Putin? I'm not sure how to do this, but okay. It's really big So it might make a really lot of noise. But
That's all right. I've got
like the answer. It's like a 50-50 chance. I go, no.
spin
I
it.
disagree. I think it's yes.
Spin it. Don't you spin it instead of just drop it?
This is it came up no again. Now I got
no.
yes. See, this is not to be taken seriously, this one.
I've got it came from Putin. But now the question is why? Why did he leak it? Well, he pissed at Trump.
I'm gonna ask cards. Let me see. I tend to get better, real answers from the cards. I'm gonna go with
It's a fun thing.
Ace of Wands. I got an ace. This is a yes. Let's see what the other two are. Justice. I get justice. So, wait, let me get through these. Look at this. King of Swords, the truth. So yeah, I think it did come from. It did.
The second card I've got is chaos. He really wants a bit of chaos. It's one way of destabilizing things and also to divert from something else he's doing. He did. He's ready to let it out, but he won't do it. It was his orders to let it out, but you'll never prove that. Momentum. Trump can't do any more for him, so he wants to hurry him out of the picture. And one of the ways to do that is to prove that he was, there's Trump, the King of Wands, especially, and he doesn't like that Trump's trying to get back into the White House, so he wants to bring an end to it. And it's about bloody time. So, yeah. So we got the death card, yeah. So that's that confirmar question.
Well, yeah, and it gets more interesting because I pulled on the King of Swords. I got the Queen of Swords right away. So the truth is coming out along with the King of Pentacles, where the money is, and then I get the Five of Wands, and there's that kind of conflict in there. But I did read that they say that yes, Putin, they wanted Trump to win in 2016 because he was unstable and they could pretty much he would weaken us. Is basically what they've reported on, and I do believe that because it really was true, and we did see it. So I think they have something on them.
Right, sure. Will it happen? Check it out as the pool. I've got the Queen of Wands.
Are we still asking the same?
Yeah, the Bill O'Reilly Trump tour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was still on compromat.
You want to explore the compromat a bit more? Please do. Yeah.
No, I didn't know we'd moved on to the next question.
Oh, you know what?
You're not letting me know.
I know. It's a terrible habit I have. I assume that people can read my mind. So that they know, I go, let's move on. And I feel like.
All right. So now Bill O'Reilly. Okay.
And I haven't. And it's like, people can't read my bloody mind. So
no.
I've got the Queen of Wands, and then I've got the Three of Swords.
Okay, let me catch up.
And then I've got the Hermit. Now that's a maybe card. We've got a yes, a no, and a maybe. So let's explore these some more. Here are the.
I read on them earlier, but
here are the Dudley duo.
Okay.
The Dudley duo. I won't call them the Deadly duo because they're not. Deadly in Australia is our Indigenous slang term for great, terrific. So I'll call them the Dudley duo. Yeah, I think they will they're probably counting on gate sales. So yeah, I think it is probably going to go ahead. But not quite going to work out how they hope. With that Three of Swords, it's like that's the only really negative card there, but it's the heartbreak, betrayal. We've also got the moving on card. People are starting to move on. So I think they're hoping for gate sales. But the thing is, they never spout anything new. One of the reasons is people are moving on is he's going, oh, I'll get back in there and all that. I'll be, and they're trying to pose the questions. Well, what changes are you going to make? What are you going to do for it? And he never says anything about what they're going to do. And that is one of the reasons that people are moving on. He just spouts the same thing on and on. He doesn't say, I'm going to improve this or I'm going to improve that. And thank them. And yeah, so they're starting to move on. They're starting to see clearly. It's starting to become really, really clear. Hi, D. Ryan. That's what he did, and it was all about him and never about them. That's starting to become clear. And one thing about the Star card, it is also an indication that people are ready to move in a new direction, and this is definitely that. So they're hoping for gate sales. So they're going to go and do it, still do it.
Okay.
I don't know how long it will last. They might do a couple and then they might cut it short. Will they cut it short?
Wait, when you're saying gates, are you talking about Matt Gates?
No. Ticket sales at the gate.
Oh.
Into the rally. Ticket sales.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Right. Yeah, they're hoping for revenue from gate sales. Yeah. Ticket sales at the gate. So I do feel they might cut it short.
Okay.
Because it's just not bringing in enough. They'll be okay. They'll bring it in. They'll have enough to cover the first couple of things, but not enough if that's what it's going to average to cover every place they wanted to go. So they might only do 2 or 3 stops before they stop.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were talking about the rallies or O'Reilly? I'm trying to make sure I was reading all the right thing.
No, it's okay, sweetie. Bill O'Reilly and Donald Trump are planning
Okay.
look at this.
I got it.
A tour.
All right, well, then, you know what? Mine are working just fine then. Hold on a minute.
Going to
No, mine are good then. So yeah, these are good. Okay, these are good. Actually, they go with it. I just want to make sure, because when you read, you're interesting because you kind of veer and then it's like, wait, did she just switch? She's on another part of the question. So I have to just focus, get back in it. All right, so I've got,
sorry.
Here's Trump hanging out here. You know, and it's like, I'm gonna sit here and I still think I'm the king, right? So the lovers, so you're looking at O'Reilly and whatever, Bannon and Trump or whoever the heck he's hanging out with these days. So this is his little partnership. I'm gonna go and be at my rally and look out at my whole domain and my dominion, and I own it all, and I alone can fix it. However, here's the travel card. We're gonna get in a boat and we're gonna go away, because in the end, this is the theme for these readings tonight. We got this guy. We've got a squash gummy bear.
A lot, hasn't he?
Squash gummy bear, and on the bottom here is the 8 of Swords. So it's like, you know, these guys, they don't really they're gonna get bashed up. If you keep following this guy,
you're gonna paint yourself into a corner that's hard to get out of.
Be smart.
That is the gummy bear tarot, isn't it?
Stick with this. It is fun reading tarot. Cards never lie.
I love that deck.
No,
I've seen it before.
This lies.
Yeah.
This can tell you have a 50-50 chance, okay?
That's
so
not the same. Yeah.
That's definitive. So.
I love it. You're welcome, Bonnie Russell. Hi, Deb Hack. How are you?
I have to give props to Freebird Spirit because she's the one who I saw use this. So I was like, oh, they're cute. So
yeah, they are so cute. I
gotta give props.
But I bought it, because just with unlimited income. I did actually buy a new deck of cards yesterday. And
did you?
The brand new Ciro Marchetti one. The Tarot Decorative, and it's only released on the 1st of July. And I got it from the UK Book Depository. And
you're gonna have to show us.
Yeah. First book deck I've bought in ages, and I really want something. So it's going to take me, probably going to take about 6 months to get here and all that from England. But it's just really looking forward to it coming. So, hi, Maddie. How are you? I'm so glad to see more people joining in.
You caught me too.
I go across the states, and in the second half of things, people from the Western United States and Canada join in and stuff. I wonder if Sophie's actually in the East. Right, Opal. Sophie, are you there watching it all? Yeah. How many decks do I have? Oh my God. Goodness me, I don't know. I think more than 50, but not that much more. I don't think. I know that Johnny from Tarot's Apprentice has well over 100. I think 120 or 112 was the last count he did. But yeah. Okay, who's got a question? Anyone else got a question? The Olympics. People have been catching it, but will they go ahead? Let's have a look.
It doesn't look like a good deal over there right now.
No, they're going to continue. It's a damned if they do, damned if they don't. They lose so much if they don't. Too much would be lost if they don't, economic wise and things like that. They should just test everyone. I think they're testing people every day. What they need to do if someone's tested positive, they need to have the village building where they can just move anyone who's tested positive over to that building. And because the village is not as full as it normally would be.
I think they're outside of the village when somebody tests positive, they take them outside of the village. That's what I heard today.
So it's going to go ahead, and I think it's really important. I do think it's important that it does. Yes, there's a risk, but every athlete who's gone over there has done so in full realization of the risk that they could get COVID. But they're not just doing it for themselves. They're doing it, there's going to be people sitting at home who've been at home for months who have lost their jobs and stuff, and they'll be able to tune in and watch the Olympics and watch their team and get behind something. And I do feel that overall it will be a really, really good thing to lift spirits across the globe and stuff like that. It would be a shame if they did cancel, but I don't think overall.
I feel badly for the Japanese, though, because there's not enough people that are vaccinated over there, and they're already pretty taxed. And then here come all the other nations, and people bringing it in. Yep. So that's not good. So,
2 hours ago, US hits Iran for delay in nuclear and prisoner swap talk. The Biden administration has lashed out at Iran on Saturday for accusing it of delaying a proposed prisoner swap to force a quick resumption of the nuclear deal. Will the State Department slammed as outrageous comments made by Iran's deputy foreign minister, who alleged the US and Britain were holding the prisoner swap hostage, to negotiations over solving the 2015 Iran nuclear deal. Talks, Sayed Abbas Agachi, the guy, said the nuclear talks in Vienna could not resume until Iran's hardline president-elect is inaugurated in early August. We're in a transition period as a democratic transfer of power is underway in our capital. The talks must thus obviously await our new administration. So why are they? He's saying it's this one, but he's also saying it's the prisoner swap. Okay, will the talks pick up again? Will the Iran, US, Britain talks pick up again? There will be movement forward with it.
Iran and Britain?
And US.
Okay.
And the US. But it is going to be chaotic. Yeah, it's
the prisoner swaps.
Negotiations over the US and Britain and Iran are holding negotiations over salvaging the Iran nuclear deal from 2015.
Okay.
I'm going to talk really quick too. Sorry.
Well, I'm just trying to catch up because I can't see what you're looking at.
It's all going to be paused until the new election, until the new president is in office. But then he's also saying, "Oh, you're using the prisoner swap to force us to come back to the table," and so very chaotic.
Okay.
Ooh.
Well, I've got something interesting here. So
I don't know that this can be salvaged. I think there's going to be some movement and some chaos. So we've got the Six of Swords with some movement. Then we've got the Knight of Swords, chaotic. And then we've got the Death card, the end of something, and a Tower moment. And then a change. So I don't think the deal can be salvaged. I think they're going to have to go right back to the drawing board and come up with a whole new deal. Yeah, they're going to have to, it's not going to work out. This whole deal's going to have to be abandoned. The walking away card.
Mm-hmm.
Will a new deal be? Yeah, I think it's Trump sabotaged that for good. Because we've got the death of it, which was Trump pulling out, and it's not going to recover from that. That was a huge power moment, catastrophic, and it was forced to change that cannot be salvaged. So they're all going to have to walk away from that particular deal. Will they organise? Will a new deal be struck? There's consequences, changes of perceptions, restraint and patience is going to be needed. I think it's not for a while. But there will be resolution, but I've got the three. There's going to be some consequences here. We've got two threes here with the Three of Swords and the Three of Wands. So there are going to be some consequences to walking away, and it could be some heartbreaking thing. It could even be an accident of some sort. Then we've got the Hangman, pause and suspension, patience, restraint, finding a new balance, and then resolution. So we've got temperance for patience, restraint, and then resolution. But there could be an accident or something before that. But eventually something will be found, but it's not going to be this deal's not going to get salvaged. That's what I've got. What about you?
Okay. Well, mine's a little interesting. So
Yeah.
I'm using the Cosmic Slumber deck too at the moment. So I've got the Ace of Torches right away. So it's kind of like, this is the idea, like they're thinking about it. They think that they ought to start. Somebody needs to try to salvage it. Someone wants to do that. Okay. So that's what's, the light up in your mind. Somebody wants to do, but here's the Five of Cups. So, there's a little bit of loss there, disappointment. So some of this may not work. And I've got the moon also. So there's a lot of stuff going on in the background we may not know about. Now in this deck, this has two different cards. There's the night and the morning. So I have the morning in here. And this is sort of signifying, with a new day. When you wake up, it's a new start. It's basically a new start. Now, I couldn't quite understand what was going on with that, so I pulled, and I got the Seven of Cups in here. So this is that we're it's up here with the little idea. So people are talking about it. The Three of Pentacles. So, you need people to be working with you and, get on the same side. And maybe not everyone's on the same side with Six of Swords. So, this is kind of, yeah, that's that travel card. My brain took me a minute. So it's like, yeah, because they're kind of moving up the, whatever this is here. Is it clouds or what? I don't know what they're moving up on whatever this orange stuff is there. I can't quite figure out what that is. I don't know what that doesn't. So towards
mud.
Yeah, I don't know what that is that they're on. I have to look at that. So at the end of the reading, I get the Two of Torches. So again, there's these two doors, and which one do we go through? And it's kind of like, what are we going to find when we get there? So I'm getting the Nine of Swords. So this is that anxiety and worry. It's almost the Ten of Swords. It's not in them. So we're looking like things are not going very well. But we seem to go a little bit backwards here with the Eight of Swords. So it's kind of like, okay, well, I don't really know if I want to go there. I may not want to be in this situation. And yet, for some reason, I'm getting the Ten of Cups at the end. And you can see through the clouds, there's the sunshine. So it's kind of like you got to work through all this stuff. And maybe there is a new deal. Maybe that's what we're talking about. It's true. But, we can see that there's light at the end of the tunnel or in the hole in the cloud here. So, yeah. I don't know. So things have to be worked out. And he may have, yes, ruined it. And here's the Death card at the bottom. So, and this one may actually mean, in this case, that deal is dead. So
I think it's interesting with the Two of Wands. For me, one of the things I don't attach to it very often, it's like they're thinking about it, but it's also new strategies. And that came up where basically the Two of Wands you were reading about a new one. So new strategies. So, yeah, I do feel that they'll have to abandon this one and go back to the start and redo everything. That's for me the Two of Wands. It's a strategy card as well. So, but
this is the strangest.
Yeah, I got
what this is.
Swords. What are they walking up there? It's like they're stuffed as they go down. They're stuffed as they go up. They're stuck in the middle and trying to find a way to go. So they're going that way.
It's just It's kind of odd.
Chuck Schumer is calling for a vote on the Biden American Families Plan, the infrastructure bills on Wednesday. How does it look for each? And the infrastructure bill on Wednesday. How does it look for each? Oh, the Biden American Family Plan, isn't that the, supporting women's rights and the pill and all that? How successful will Governor Stitt lawsuit be against the Biden administration? Who's Governor Stitt?
I don't know who he is either. Never heard of him.
Tell me who Governor Stitt is, and we'll have a look. But the American Family Plan Act. Let's see. Will that get passed? Thank you again, Sheila, for joining me. Hi, Gerard. Gerard and Michelle, my
It's a great birthday present. I get to be on your show.
I've got a bit of a stiff sore neck and I hurt my neck yesterday, so it's after all the ghosty stuff. But yeah, so she's come on to join me and okay. Here's the families, the mother, the woman, of course, a huge part of that bill. I don't really know much about it, but I get that feel. Offers. People have been talking about offering the support behind it, but can you really trust them? These people, in terms of yes, no's, families want it. In terms of yes, no's, yes. But there's an element of doubt. Well, there's going to be people who try and, take it to court or slow it down. This can also be a card of slowing it down. I'm talking about the American Families Plan. Will it pass? Got 3 of Wands, which is things paying off.
Yeah.
And then I get the Hangman, which is suspension, pause. Look, I do think it's eventually going to get passed, but I think it might be put back in limbo.
Yeah.
With the Hangman. So how do you go?
Okay.
Sheila?
Well, what I've got, this is starting off like it's a burden because you can't get the GOP to do anything on their end over here. So it's a burden, it's a haul. But I am getting the Ace of Cups. And so this is the beginnings, and this is we know we need to do this. This is very important. There's a lot of people depending on it. I have the Ace, I have the Queen of Wands, and this is inspiration. And so she's, we want to, we know we need to do this. It should pass from, with the Ace, we should get this. But behind the scenes, I'm getting loss. So we get disappointment, not loss. This is disappointment. So this is, and then, well, here's our ruin. So here's the Tower moment, which I was not happy about when I just pulled it. But there's people that are not interested on the other side of the aisle in talking about it. So they know that it's important, but they just want to fight it. So, you know what? It almost feels like I picked both sides of the aisle. I just want to say, I'm now reinterpreting this. These are the Democrats. And this is the GOP. This is what they're going to do. It's like, I mean, you couldn't pick anything more different. It's like, it just feels like it's just different sides of the aisle. All right.
On the bottom of the deck, I got the Judgment card. So this could go either yes or no. So they could have a vote. Might not pass.
I got the Justice on the bottom of mine.
Then Judgment, and then underneath that Judgment, we've got the 9 of Cups.
Yeah.
The 9 of Pentacles, which is sitting pretty. And then your 5 of Cups is there.
Yeah.
Loss and regret. So who's going to feel that loss and regret? If this is a sitting pretty card, this could be the person who has the majority of the party. So it might pass, but I do feel it is also tosses the coin that it might get a thing to vote on it. Now, the infrastructure. I'd love to be able to say, yeah, it's going to go through on Wednesday. It's going to call for a vote. So they might vote down voting on it because that's what they've got to do, isn't it? They have to call for a vote on voting on the bill. Is that right? That's my understanding. I've got this bill.
Yeah,
we want voted through. I've got to call for a vote. Will we vote on it? So I think
they have to vote. And, both sides of the aisle, and then
they go to voting on it, and it gets sent back in. But eventually, it's going to get through. When it gets sent back in Siberia, amount of time or something.
There has to be a certain percentage of like GOP of the minority that has to vote like
Mm.
for it.
Mm.
So that kind of stuff. It's annoying. and they can't get rid of the filibuster. So
No,
we're
all
stuck
they
with
need,
it.
all
Well,
they need
that's
is
because
two
Joe
votes.
Manchin.
Honestly, Mikowski,
No,
do
it's
the
Joe
right thing.
Manchin. It's Joe Manchin who's
No, I
causing the
know.
problem.
Joe Manchin's a lost cause.
Yeah, it
Joe
is.
Manchin's a lost cause. Joe Manchin's a lost cause.
I know,
Cinema.
but we need him to like do certain things.
You won't get voted back in by the Democrats, and you won't get voted in by the Republicans if you don't do the right thing. The only chance you have of getting voted back in is to, do the right thing. And
Yeah. You do, but not
But
in this
if
day and age.
Mikowski and one other person, Romney and Mikowski, come on.
No, they're not on board with it. No.
I know.
Death. I haven't even looked at all these yet. I get death. Death
For the infrastructure bill.
followed by the Knight of Wands. This is on the infrastructure bill.
Oh.
8 of Cups.
Yeah.
Ooh, Page of Cups. So there's that fish and then Page of Swords. So there's a lot of messages. People need to be talking and agreeing on this thing, but they don't want to. 8 of Cups. This is that self-confidence. So it's like they don't believe that they could even. The ones that need to vote for this don't feel confident enough to do so, and they're just going to allow everything else to just they could do it, but they're afraid of losing their support.
Of course they are.
And yeah,
of course people are going to support
the right thing to do.
Jobs because, or even the hope of jobs in the future.
It's all about the money.
I've got the Tower. I've got the 3 of Swords. I've got the false talking with the Knight of Cups. I've got the 10 of Wands, hard burden. I've got the Hangman again, suspension. They're going to knock it back again. Hope hanging in there. There might be some hope of hanging in there, but again, Trump's putting his ugly head up there. No. You know what? What really gets me is these guys are getting messages from their constituents saying we need the jobs. It will give us jobs. It will give us financial security. It will do all this, and they're just ignoring them because they're not thinking about their constituents. They're thinking about themselves. I've been talking a lot about grassroots, getting down to grassroots, and it's got to start at the local government level. And Republicans at local government level realising that, no, they're just not doing the right thing. So get independents or Democrats into the local government arena and then throwing their support, or finding Republicans that do believe in bipartisanship and do believe in working with them and getting them in.
Not even just that, our bridges are falling apart nationwide. It's like people, I mean, we had one in Washington, around Washington, D.C. It was a pedestrian bridge that collapsed on top of cars on, I think it was 295. People driving in their cars. I mean, just boom, a pedestrian bridge.
It was one
with cars on it.
Where they're having to demolish a whole bridge because a truck jackknifed or something and hit it. Is that the same bridge? I thought it was a car bridge. But they're going to have to demolish the whole bridge. Yeah, no, they're going to have to
collapse. Everything's falling apart. Collapse, yeah.
Yeah, just to clear the mess on one side of the road, they've got to get rid of the whole bridge, demolish the whole bridge.
I mean, I'm always afraid whenever I'm at a red light and I'm underneath a bridge. I'm not even kidding. There's one that I get stuck in sometimes that has train coming over top of me, and I'm looking at the underneath of the bridge, and it's like, ugh.
Look, I get jumpy. I get jumpy going under underpasses, and trust me, the infrastructure in Australia, apart from Highway Number 1, which is
Similar to ours. Yeah.
No, well, but they're upgrading it all the time. They're working on it all the time. It's the longest highway in the world. It goes around the whole country, Highway Number 1.
Wow.
But we have very good infrastructure, very well built freeways and overpasses and all that. And then I get jumpy going under them sometimes, especially the longer ones. We have a tunnel that goes for about 2 to 3 kilometres through Northbridge, called the Northbridge Tunnel. And I hate going in it. I hate going in it. It scares the willies out of me. And not for any, heebie-jeebie way. It's just, I'm always scared that there's going to be an accident. We'll get trapped in there, or something will happen and it'll fall in and stuff like that. And I always hold my breath when I'm going through it. And
Yeah, there's a bridge on the way to Baltimore that you're going under the water, and it's getting old, and people are like, "Oh my God, I don't want to go under there."
Oh yeah.
I forget if it's Chesapeake Bay that it's under. I forget. I think it's probably Chesapeake Bay. Yeah, I can't remember at this hour. My brain's falling asleep. It's 10:56 at night.
The tunnel flashed through my mind. I think maybe that was just because you said it goes under the water. Hope that's all it was.
No, the tunnel is underwater. There's water above the tunnel, and it's like.
Hi, Shelby, Lisa.
I don't know how they get the tunnel down there. How do they do that?
The tunnel down there.
Yeah, there's a tunnel that goes underwater. How do they get a tunnel underwater? What do you do with the water?
They go underneath the substrata. I'll show you.
I can't even imagine building a tunnel under the water. I know they did it because I've been on that tunnel, but it's like I was looking going, when's the water going to come in? I do better crossing the Bay Bridge than going under that in that tunnel.
Okay, so underneath rivers.
Draw me a diagram now.
This is the geomorphologist in me coming out. So there's your river or your channel.
Oh, that's right.
And then underneath the bed, you have something called a substrata, which is usually hard rock. And they do surveys, and if the rock is hard enough and all that, they go down a certain number of meters because you don't want it directly you don't want like this much substrata between you and and then they dig down and they have these huge big, and they honestly look something like this, drilled that do big circles, and they do it one way and then they do it the other, and that's how the tunnels are built. And they usually have about 20 or 30 or even maybe more meters of substrata.
Chrissey shows Sheila how to build a tunnel under the water. So cute.
Under a
I love it.
There you go. Sometimes I think
that's awesome.
Yeah, and then kicks off, and it's like, there's drills, and they're big circles, and they're the size of the tunnel that you want. So it's
awesome.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not an engineer. My undergraduate and my honours degree was in geomorphology, which is basically physical physical geography, which is how wind, rain, and weathering and things in the atmosphere shape the face of the Earth. the surface of the earth. So that means you do learn a little bit about substratas and stuff like that. But I'm not a geologist.
Person.
So, and,
the right person. It's really great how quickly you put that together too. I have to add. She did that in like no time flat, y'all. Very smart lady.
Yeah, well, there's of course a lot more to it, but that's the basic.
I know.
If they come across a river and it's just too deep to go to the subs to get under the substrata and all that. Like it's maybe too soft or it's not thick enough. They won't do it. They'll do a bridge over it. They won't come away under it. So yeah.
For me. Okay. Well, it's about 11 p.m. here.
You gonna sign off, darling?
Are you staying on much longer or?
Yeah, I usually do 3 hours to do the West Coast, but if you want to sign off, then it's fine. Yeah, I do now.
I'll try. I'm trying to go for another half an hour.
I don't know. I mean, I don't work. I can be a night owl and all that. So if you want to sign off and that, it's quite okay. I just really appreciate you being here for the last couple of hours and sharing this with me. And
well, actually, maybe I will because I'm kind of tired. I was actually going to go to sleep right when you asked me, like, if I wanted to come on.
I've kept you up another 2 hours. So go get some beauty sleep. So you'll
gorgeous
tomorrow morning. You'll be a gorgeous 55-year-old. And yeah,
we all know already at 55. As of 6:50 p.m. Or no, 5:50 p.m. 5:50 p.m. here.
Yes, you hold it off till midnight.
All right. Well, let me just say goodbye to everybody.
I'll be
Thank
55 at 7:30 p.m. or 7 p.m. on the 31st, but I'm not going to count it until midnight.
I didn't realize that we were so close in age. That's great. About the same age. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Chrissy. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Right, bye.
Bye. That was absolutely fun. Thank you again to Sheila. Big love and hugs. Hi, J Cat Lady. I'm still going to go for another hour as per normal. Michelle Mabel. Hi. Sweetheart. My darling. My sexy, sexy man. Thank you, Sheila. Hi, what? Could you do me a fresh coffee? I actually forgot about the other one and I've just been drinking it. It's been almost cold, but.
Can't have that.
Oh, thanks, sweetie. How are you going? Good? Yeah, it was 105 new cases.
What?
It was 105 new cases. I'm into hour 3, so I do 3 hours. And Sheila's gone to get some beauty sleep. It's still technically her birthday over there. She's 55.
Where is she?
She is in Maryland, which is surrounds Washington DC, Maryland, and she works in DC. So, hi to the sexy husband from J Cat Lady. Where's Michelle Mabel? Where's her internet husband? Oh, hi Renee Rogers. Yeah, I do 3 hours because I have people from all across, and there's like 3 hours from East Coast to West Coast time difference. So yeah. Hi Shelby Lisa. Carter Manchi, hi. Crazy Cat Lady, hi. Thank you very much to Sheila for coming and joining me, and given me some support for the first couple of hours. Hi, Clarence Fields. Yeah. Yeah, she works in Maryland. Yes, she just put up a thing. She works in Maryland. Sheila, go to bed. Get your beauty sleep. You need it now more than ever with the age. Oh, sweet P68. Love you, Sheila. Oh, my goodness. The UK. Let's have a look at some things in the UK. What's going on there? Oh, let's have a look. UK. All UK adults offered first dose of coronavirus vaccine a day ahead of PM's target. Yeah, there's lots problematic with that. That was funny. James went, oh, that was mean. Hi, J-Lo.
Oh.
Oklahoma needs to fix its rural roads. Yeah. Live elections 2021. Counting continues with close results as SNP majority is on a knife edge in Scotland, and Labor will hope to recover from defeats in England. What election? Is there an election happening in Britain? I didn't think there was. Scotland, hey? In Scotland, the Scottish election. Thank you, sweetheart. I'll actually bring this one over here while it's hot. Thank you, my darling.
No worries.
Scotland. BBC News has split things up. COVID toes. What the hell is only barely due to walk? The feet swollen and covered in blisters from COVID. Ugh. Oh, the health secretary in the UK has tested positive for COVID. You see, the vaccinations don't stop you getting it, but it can stop you from ending up in hospital. Yeah, England lost the Euro final. That was last week. The UK court allows US to appeal the denial of Assange's extradition. Yeah, that was a little while ago here. nothing really new there. So let's have a look. Why do they want to? Why are they doing explosions off the coast? Oh, Sweet Pea, you're in Britain. Can you tell me what else is happening there? 17 new cases in Victoria, baby. Trump calling his kids garbage. Oh, geez, that'll go down well. Yes, they have. They had some really bad floods. I'm just wondering, I did a reading sometime last week, but I don't know if it was before the floods happening, but I said a huge amount of water displacement and seismic thing, but I didn't get the seismic, so I'm just wondering if the water displacement was the floods, but you know. What's happening in the explosion? What's going on with those explosions? Create 3.5. Will there be an earthquake in California? Well, this is the thing, is I got seismic activity and displacement of water. So will there be an earthquake in California? God, to the highest truth and compassion, thank you for your help in finding answers, clarity and objectivity to questions I've been posing. Trust your instincts. Resources, King of Pentacles, stability, financial stability. Yeah, I think there could be. Definitely got a tower here. An undermining. Restrictions. Money. Definitely one that's going to cost money. The Hermit. It's been quite a long time since there's been an earthquake up in Northern California, hasn't there? I don't know when the last, well, a significant one. They have shakers all the time. So I've got the Hermit. Yeah, I think there might be. It's going to be, I do think it will do quite a bit of damage, but it's not going to do as much as people think. So it's still going to do damage, still going to cost money. But I do feel like overall the damage won't be as much as people anticipated. But given that it's one that's been building up for a long time, possibly maybe where it is, it's possibly where a lot of damage is done, it's not really going to affect. There's going to be money, it's going to cost money, it's going to cause damage, but also part of it, it's not going to cause as much as people anticipate. I think partly not because of not as severe, but because where some of the damage happens. Your crystals there are swinging. You're near Sacramento Bay. So what's happening with so where are these explosions happening? And are they doing it to trigger an earthquake? to test a naval ship to see how it would stand up in a fight on June 18th. That's ridiculous. So they've been testing like all yesterday, my time, well now, all day. Will it trigger an earthquake? You would think they would know better. No, possibly not. No, I don't think it will, but it is going to cause some damage and stuff through rattling and all that. So it is, yeah, but will it actually trigger a big earthquake? No. But it is going to cause some damage. And some damage that they're not anticipating. So, yeah. Hi, Karen Anderson. So I don't think fears of it triggering a big earthquake, like a 3.5 or something. It's not going to trigger it, but it's going to cause some problems that they weren't anticipating. So, sweetie, you want me to read on anything? You want me to read on anything?
No, I can't think of anything.
Are you watching me in the front room? He does that sometimes.
Not today, I admit. I've been looking at Melbourne's COVID. And
Okay.
so,
Will they ever reopen all the rural hospitals that was closed while Trump was in office? Okay, that's an interesting question. There's going to be some that won't be reopened, but rural hospitals, some will be, some won't. So let's have a look.
you tell them, Whitby.
Change. The closing of these hospitals has brought about a change that it's not going to be reversed. That doesn't mean some aren't going to be reopened, but it's brought about a change in rural medicine. So it's going to be a new direction. And the question was, will they reopen the rural hospitals? And yes, some are going to be reopened. But there's also going to be changes with them. It's like, this is interesting. It's like, to me, it's 1 in 4 it's not going to reopen. So for every 4 that will close down, there's going to be 1 that remains shut. So, and some of the others might be downsized a bit. Yeah, there will be consequences, but there will be, yeah, it's also a change here. So again, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, things changing, hope, but there's still hope. There's a new direction with the hope card, things going in new directions. Not every hospital is going to reopen, at least 1 in 4, quarter of them. Then we've got assessment. There's been assessments in looking at reopening some of these places. New journey in a new way of doing things, a new journey in rural medicine. There's still a lot to figure out. This is choices, choices, choices. And this is basically choices. They're still really looking at what should stay, what should go. And we've got the 7 here again with of Pentacles, which is assessment and the choices. Yeah, there is definitely going to be some that, and it's going to hit some places hard. I do feel like clinics coming in. But there is another strategy in place with rural medicine. They might have some news coming out about that. There might be some news coming out about that. Got lots of, because rural medicine, it's high. I'm not surprised there's 4 major arcana, 4 high impact cards. But there are some things that, honestly, you got less chance of them opening in Republican states. There's some Republicans, there's some states where they're just lying. Hi, Michelle. Michelle Mabel, thank you so much. But there's also a pause. Things hidden, other reasons, and this is also hidden strategies, other reasons for closing some of these hospitals down. Not making enough money, blah, blah, blah. Well, oh. Just drop some cards, guys. That was bad shuffling, not anything flying out with a message. But I do get the words clinics, clinics, clinics popping up. This is the hospitals, abuse, consequences, people abusing their position to get things shut down because they want to use the money elsewhere. It's costing them money. And yes, it has weakened the healthcare across rural America. I keep getting clinics going through, like small clinics in some small towns, or a nursing post. Depending on the demographics. Yeah, I do feel a lot of the hospitals will open up again, but there'll be some that, thank you, Michelle Mabel. Hi, Karen Anderson. Food and water shortage. Oh, goodness me. I feel like there might be more clinics or a nurse practitioner outpost in some smaller towns. And of course, local doctors. I think there might be a return to local practices as well. Depending on the size of the town, they might be encouraging local practices. Sweet pea. England. Yeah. I think there'll be encouragement for doctors and possibly nurses. Maybe free tuition or something for nurses who want to go back to their hometowns to be nurse practitioners, or nurses who want to go to small towns, they might get free training to upgrade to nurse practitioners for some smaller towns. Encouraging doctors to set up practices in some, not the tiny towns, but some of the smaller ones that can, some of the larger towns with smaller towns around it, or satellite towns around it, or communities around it, and even sort of like a hierarchical. Then you get some clinics, and then you get some hospitals. I think they might do a bit of a hierarchical thing, but still providing some form of medical care in as many places as possible in the rural areas. We've had over 51,000. Shelby, Lisa, do you want to know if they, will there be more? Well, I don't want to put that out there, do I? Are the other buildings in Miami safe? Let's have a look. Are there other buildings in danger of collapse in Miami? I think they're going through all of them, aren't they, with the fine-tooth comb? Or legal problems, building up defences. People moving on. I think some of these buildings are losing tenants. They're fearful. Lots, repeated mistakes made during a time, a lot of these buildings. Shortcuts, kickbacks, all that sort of stuff. Apathy. If you have doubts about the building you're in and can get out, get out. But I'm not going to. There are some buildings that are dangerous still in Miami, and urgent care needs to be taken. So. Well, of course, yes, he did. And that's why he encouraged that. He was also had something to do with the Brexit as well. So, because to destabilise the European Union, Putin, he had a hand in the Brexit referendum as well. So, okay, any other questions? Come on, guys. Still got another half hour. Will COVID start on a downturn? Will there start being improvement in COVID in the UK? Will the vaccinations start? No, I didn't hear the warning from Diane Tower around July 23rd. Isn't that when the increase about to start? The defences, okay, the UK, we've got the defences are there and the boundaries are being set. There's still a bit more to come, and then it's going to reach a tipping point or a turning point. Yes, please all do. Mel came on yesterday and said that please all send healing energy and positive thoughts to Linda G's daughter, and her little son who have COVID, and positive energy, Chalinda G. Will there be another lockdown in the US? I'll have a look at that too. Ace of Pentacles. Knight of Swords. I think there's going to be a little bit of chaos. I think that opening up might rebound a little bit. So they might have yeah, it's going to be a bit rocky with the reopening, Sweet Pea. I think it might rebound a little bit and not be as smooth as they want. And they might have to end up reinstating some restrictions. Page of Wands talking, yeah. So, but overall, there's going to be, things are going to get better, but I think the full reopening is probably going to be a bit too soon, and they might have to reinstate some restrictions probably fairly soon. Will there be another lockdown in the US? Okay. Hi, Gail Champion. Is there going to be another lockdown in the US? We've had a Chinese spy ship off our coast the last week, off our North Queensland coast, because we've been doing war games with the US and stuff. So they've been up off our coast, off the east coast of Australia. Okay, will there be another lockdown in the US? Yeah, some areas, yes. 7 of Cups. 4 of Pentacles. 3 of Wands. Consequences of gaslighting and lying. 4 of Wands. Homes. 4 of Swords. Not good. That is homes. 4 of Swords. Retirement into hope. 4 of Swords. Hanging on thin ice, very insecure. 3 of Wands, consequences. Queen of Pentacles, resources. King of Cups, Biden. 8 of Cups. 7 of Wands, putting up defenses. I think there are going to be some areas that will have to go into lockdown again. Okay, so we've got 3 4s. Yeah, 3 4s. Hard work ahead. Yeah, there are definitely going to be some areas in the United States that will have to go into lockdown. Others, no. Thank you. Thank you, Charlie Smith. And welcome. It's nice to see someone. Lipstick. Is there someone called Lipstick here? Hello, there is. Oh, you never miss me. Oh, thank you, Gail. That's lovely. No, there's going to be some places that get shut down, that will shut down, because they don't really have any choice. Yes, Ann W., he will. Scott Morrison's not going to win the next election. He might even be turfed out as leader of the coalition before then, but I don't think the coalition, I think the coalition there's a really, really good chance that the coalition won't get back in either, because they've stuffed it. They got brownie points right at the start, but then they stuffed it. Yeah, I've done a few readings on Scott Morrison in the election. And yeah, will the ALP strengthen? I can read that question. Will the ALP strengthen? Where are you, Ann W? I think you've told me before, but pray that it goes well. Oh, can somebody tell me what was what Diane's tarot a warning about the 23rd was? I did a reading about the 23rd, I think. People are going to try and disrupt the hearings, the 1-6 committees, because they're due to start, aren't they? Michelle, Nobel, here a lot of things are happening in September. Do you feel that as well? Not at the moment. I haven't. Upper Hunter, okay. How you going? Are you okay? No problems where you are? I haven't really looked into September yet, so I can do a reading on September on the energy for it. But will the ALP strengthen? 8 of Cups, the Magician, Hangman, Justice, the Wheel of Fortune. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana here, 5 with the Emperor, stability and leadership. So look, people have not been having a lot of confidence in the ALP, and maybe, but that changes. There's a change coming. And I do feel that there might be a change in leadership. Albanese is, because they changed the bylaws in the party so that leadership spells cannot happen. The Fool, the Sun, it's looking really good. They have got, like, we've got 2 no cards, the 8 of Cups and the 5 of Swords. But I think that might be, and they're the only 2 cards that are not major arcana. And I've laid out 9 cards. So people really are, they're tired of what they see as abuse, and they're really, really disillusioned with the LNP at the moment. And Gladys Berejiklian, oh my goodness, she is not doing the federal government any favours, or the rest. And this is, will the ALP strengthen? This is a very big yes. We've got the Magician. They have everything they need. We have the Hangman, changes the perception towards them. We have Justice. Yes, they are going to be justifiably strengthened. We have the Wheel of Fortune, change within the party, change, possibly a change of leadership, and they'll set out on a new start with under new leadership, and it's going to work out really well for them. Yeah. Why Albanese's leaders, why there'll be a change of leadership, I don't know. I don't. So I haven't looked at September. I haven't looked that far forward, but I can. So a lot of things are happening in September. And running sloth, and I don't normally do personal here, but let's have a look. Anne's cardiac stress test. Will they spot the problem? I think they will. 5 of Cups. Four of Wands is a yes. I do think they will. All the clues are there. They just have to put them together. But I think you've been maybe a little bit of a naughty girl. Thank you, Anne. Anne H. Will they spot the problem? Yes. Will you be fine? There's definitely going to be some changes for you. 2 of Cups. New agreements. you're going to have to make some changes. Okay, so you will have to make some changes. Yeah, constriction can, you're going to have to cut some things out. You've been getting away with it, with being naughty in some areas, and that's got to stop. Yeah, there's a few things you've been doing in the past that you're going to have to stop. So it's going to be, no, you can't do this. No, you can't do that. But I do feel they'll get it. Got the card of unavoidable, irreversible change here, which is a change in the way you have to do things. I do not feel like you're going or anything like that. They will find it, but you're going to have to make some real vital changes. Okay? And, yeah. Ace of Swords, will you be okay? Yes, they will get to the root of it. And you are going to have to make some changes. Okay? Hi, Fern Robin Blank. Normally I don't do things, but yeah, you're going to have to, they're going to be telling you, you can't do this, you can't do that, and you're going to be going, ah, bloody hell. There's some things you're going to have to stop doing altogether. I went to New Zealand on a cruise, and I'd love to drive around, do a tour over there in a camper or something. It'd be great. Yeah, Barnaby Joyce is your local member. My sympathies. Yes, it is. It's terrible. Oh, September. Got something called the vice versa tarot here, where on the front is the front of the card, and on the back there's not a pattern like most other decks. There's the reverse of that card, which I think is really cool. It's a great little deck. Might have a look at September is it in the US? And what is the I'm sorry if somebody's already answered this and I haven't seen it. What's the go with Diane's tarot warning for the 23rd? So let's have a look at September. Okay, guides of the highest truth and compassion. Universal Spirit, can you please guide me into looking forward in time to September 2021? There's an energy, anything significant happening in the US or globally? Let's have a look. A time shift, a timeline shift. Oh, well, that could happen naturally. It does move slightly every now and then. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but I'm not sure if she's talking about a paranormal timeline shift or just a normal earth processes. Yes. Yeah, the earth shifting. Yeah, it's a normal geological process. People might feel it, some more than others. So, yeah. Okay. 18, the moon. Definitely some things that have been hidden will be coming out. Okay. Lies, deceptions. And then we've got the Tower. It's interesting. We've got the all-seeing eye, but I've just taken them off the top. We've got the Tower. But this shift has the Dove there, so it's going to lead to people opening their eyes and new offers, but people are definitely going to be damaged. There's definitely going to be something there that leads to people. The Eight of Pentacles. This person, again, not watching, close themselves off. People may be closing themselves off in some way. We've got the Eight of Cups, people walking away. Lovers, deals coming to light, but it's not good. It is deals. This is the reverse side, the back side. This is deals and relationships falling through. Now, there is going to be confinement and people this one, the backs to it, the Eight of Swords, being able to get themselves out of confined and move on. So we have the Ten of Swords here. But it's a good one because here you've got the Knight has gotten out of the sword, so it hasn't penetrated. It's a new dawn. It's not like this poor dude who didn't get a chance to escape his armor. The armor's done its job and protected him. We've got the Page of Pentacles, but reverse. This is definitely disruptive, something disruptive. And then we've got a tipping point, a change in direction. This is definitely the moon here, it's lighting the way. So there's going to be a change in direction. Wow. So there's definitely some big things happening, things coming to light, people walking away from things. This people walking away from things and the Lovers, that could be the Iran agreement. Gaping from it. There could be a big wave of COVID and people having to be locked down for a while, or people having to shut themselves away. Yeah. So, yeah, very interesting. Really interesting deck. It's very pretty too. Will they ever pass the Equality Act? Okay. Clarence, I did a reading on Darker earlier, along with Sheila. Those of you who weren't watching earlier, Sheila from Inquisitive Tarot, she joined me for a couple of hours. And we did a reading on that. But on Darker, but the Equality Act. The Equality Act. Hi, Sean Muller. Yeah, you're definitely going to have to make some changes, NH, and it's going to be cut-off changes. So, you know, you have to make some changes and walk away from some of your favourite things, I think. The Equality Act, again, Queen of Cups. The Ace of Wands, new energy. It's going to gain some new energy. The Devil, no. This is not going to pass while there is not a clear majority. The Emperor, Six of Swords. But eventually, I mean, it's still a ways away. We've got the Devil, people interfering. You'd be surprised what people are against the Equality Act too. Justice. Wheel of Fortune. Look, it will eventually. There's the universe, the Wheel of Fortune. Thank you, Sean. It will eventually pass, but the cards that go to the yes are Major Arcana and Nine of Wands. It's still got quite a ways to go, but there's growing energy behind it. But there is still interference in the way. Okay, thank you, Sean. Thank you very much. But yeah, it will become law eventually. It's just going to take some time. Okay. Probably they're going to need more than of a majority. I'm going to ask a question. Will the Democrats have a 60-seat majority, win a 60-seat majority in 2022? Will the Democrats win a 60-seat majority in 2022? They only need nine more senators, don't they? 10 more senators. Will they have the 60-seat majority in 2022? Prince of Swords. Ace of Pentacles, that's a yes. Princess of Swords. So we've got the Knight of Swords, Princess of Swords, a bit of chaos, Seven of Swords, Theft, Queen of Cups, on top of the Ace of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, that's a yes. The Hierophant. I'm asking, will they get a 60-seat majority in 2022? Seven of Cups. At this stage, it's possible. It's possible, and it will be as a consequence of Republicans not doing their job, you know. But there's still some doubt that they might get over the line. Strength. But the end card is strength, so that they will have strength. But at this stage, it's still a little bit too far out to have a... But they could get the 60-seat majority that they need. I think they will still retain the majority, even add a couple more. That's all right, Clarence. But I think it's still too far out to determine if they'll get the 60-seat majority. If everyone had an equal vote, the Republicans would not be in power very often. And also get into your local elections as well. Right down, grassroots. Will the House gain? Yes, yes, yes. So we've got the Wheel of Fortune, Justice, the Ace of Wands, the Four of Wands, Celebration, and the question is, will the House gain seats? Five of Wands, some strife and conflict. There might be some disputed seats. Winds, Dominion, Two of Wands, an expansion, Four of Wands, Celebration, Four of Swords. Yes, they will gain, but they'll also lose some that they already have. So it'll be a bit of a mixed sword. But overall, I think they will gain a couple of seats. Won't be a huge amount. They'll lose some, but gain others. But it will increase their majority, but not by a huge amount. It might only be 3, 4, 5 seats, probably less than 10. But still. Okay, guys, it is coming up to the 3-hour mark, so I am going to wrap it up now. Thank you all for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for your support, for the donations as well. Hello, I normally say this earlier, but hello to everyone who's watching you even in the chat. And thank you to everyone who's been watching, who pressed on the video later. I really appreciate it all. Thumbs up would be appreciated. If you want a personal reading, you can email me at footprinttarot@gmail.com. And yeah, and I can give you details about, you know, how I set it up, cost, everything like that. I do. Yeah. So, and I do try to keep it a reasonable cost. I use a flat rate, and it's US currency that I put it in. So whatever your currency is, it'll be the equivalent to a flat rate. So yeah. So, and it's, yeah. So thank you very much for joining me. Stay safe, stay strong, stay healthy, and stay loving. And I will see you guys again in a few days. And if something big pops up, well, of course. Okay. Bye-bye.